everybody, we are back this week. You may notice that it is not Friday morning at 11 a.m. New time. We're switching things up. We're going to have some more fun, I think, doing it this way. I'm going to give people a few more minutes to try to log in and log on and whatnot. And we'll kind of go through a little bit of our new formats and then sort of talk about that. We'll do just like we did before. We'll go over all of our weekend features. Got all kinds of cool stuff, but we're also going to show you how to make something today.
Yeah, we're going to try and do kind of more food prep for you guys, get a little more involved in it, some ideas, and give you a little bit more time to drink some coffee and wake up too.
Absolutely. So I think, this is going to be fun. So get all your fish questions ready. If you've got things that you want to ask, definitely make sure you hit us up. We always want to answer your questions. We go over this week in and week out, and it's great. You know, we get all kinds of questions, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or calls to the store or people coming into the store to just check it out and investigate. It's always cool. So get those ready. Hit the share button. Let your friends know that we're live. Let them know we're going to be cooking up some cool food here in our test kitchen. You may notice we're in a different kitchen this week than we normally are, and this is where we will be broadcasting from in the future. This is actually our test kitchen in our warehouse, so we're technically across the street from Coastal. But this is just going to be a better situation, I think.
Yeah, more opportunity and kind of better tools for us to play around with and do some recipes and show you guys some 101s and things we'll be doing in class. And
definitely. If there's any sort of like cooking techniques or things like that you have questions about that you'd like to see us kind of demonstrate, please let us know. We'll definitely keep track of that moving forward for the future. And we'll just, from searing fish to doing kind of some raw preparations or whatever. We could do all kinds of stuff. We could fillet a fish if you wanted. The opportunities are kind of limitless at this point. So
exactly. So hit us up for any questions you have, prepping stuff, even just as easy as scaling to filleting, scoring, dressing, whatever you guys want. We can definitely help you learn how to do at home too.
For sure. So we're really looking forward to that. We've had some cool things this week going on.
We have ahi tuna.
Ahi tuna, which is cool.
Big thing, I would say.
Yep, and we'll definitely get in. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We've also had the Red Raider oysters on feature.
Yep, for $1.25, quarter off. So save some money if you want to get a dozen. Stop by the store.
And so, to kind of clarify a little bit, again, we're sort of changing things up. So in the past, we've always talked about our weekend features and what we're going to have on special for the weekend, but we've decided now we're going to change it and we're going to have weekly features. So that gives you a little bit more opportunity to take advantage of some of these specials. It gives us a little bit of an opportunity to really kind of buy better and have more of the stuff on hand so we can get actually better deals on things, buying in bigger quantities that we can have throughout the week, which means better deals for you. For example, the poke this week is $19.99 a pound. Or not the poke, the ahi tuna. Ahi tuna.
You can make poke with.
Same thing. No, the ahi this week, $19.99 a pound. It's a great deal. I mean, normally speaking, it's what, $39.99?
$39.99 a pound normally, and we know that a ton of you guys too have. You call us ahead of time and you're like, oh, can you put some aside? Or I'm going out of town for the weekend, so we thought we'd try some week-long sales to give you more of a chance to take advantage of it, stock up if it's something that you really enjoy and eat a couple times in a week. So.
And this week, it's been great. People have already been taking advantage of it. We just started doing it. This is our first week. We've kind of mentioned it a little bit here and there on our social media feeds throughout the week, and it seems pretty good. Same thing with our weekly newsletter. If you subscribe to that, which if you don't, you should, you can go to our website, coastalseafoods.com, click the subscribe button, and you'll get our weekly newsletter, which always will have the features. But instead of Thursday afternoons, that's going out on Tuesday mornings now. So it gives you more time to kind of plan your week, and if you want to get in on the special, you can do that. And this is in addition to all of our weekly specials. Those haven't changed. So we still got Shrimp Mondays, we've still got senior and veteran discounts on Tuesdays, Crab Wednesday, Salmon Whole Fish Thursday, which is today, so if you want your salmon, come on in. We've also got some really gorgeous whole fish in the case. And then Fridays, educators and students.
Yep, educator student discount. And then we're also still doing the daily kind of fishmonger's choice of what we think looks really great that we want to run on special too.
Yep. And those will continue on the weekend, so we'll have different types of featured seafood items available at all kinds of different pricing. special pricing for you. So we'll keep you updated as always on all that, as we are prone to do. So yeah, Raiders, like you said, $1.25. Those are probably my favorite oyster right now that we've been carrying. They've been super popular. They're really good. They were a hit at during our oyster classes when we were doing those. That was one of everybody's absolute favorites.
I think that's kind of the best characteristics that you get from East Coast, all in one. Packs a nice flavor and salinity to it, but actually is a little bit meatier of an oyster, more similar to, like, I would say a larger West Coast almost is what I would compare the size to, which is really nice, and I would say you don't normally get for some really flavorful East Coast ones.
Right. And it is. It's got that kind of definitive kind of East Coast characteristics where it's the salty, briny sort of deal, but it's got a bit more flavor, like you said, like it's got almost...
It's well-rounded better, I would say.
It's well-rounded better. Like it's almost got kind of like a seaweed characteristic to it, which is really nice. But just super, super fresh, perfect for doing things on the half shell.
And nice and savory.
Yeah, it's really great. So if you haven't had a chance to try those oysters yet, those are farm raised from Massachusetts.
Yep.
Just really delicious. And again, at $1.25, so it's a good deal on those. Come in and stock up. We've had a ton of people asking us about oyster specials lately. So here it is. Here's a great one. Definitely come in and check those out. But in addition to that, we also have the ahi, which we mentioned, $19.99 a pound. Now this stuff is really cool because it's not just, a lot of our ahi tends to come from Hawaii or sort of different Pacific areas, but this is actually coming from Florida, which is really cool. And they're all individually hook and line caught, which is a really nice, sustainable way of catching tuna. So again, to be able to have this kind of thing at this price is really awesome. We're really happy to be able to bring this to you, and again, people have taken to it a lot. So we wanted to show you kind of something very simple to do with it. So today we're going to do an ahi poke, which I have some chopped tuna. I just chopped this up about half an hour ago, and it's super fresh. And it's nice. It's got that beautiful kind of blush color. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tuna. And what we're going to do to make this, there's a lot of ways to make poke. There's a lot of different variations. You can add a lot of different ingredients. This is going to be basically the simplest version of it. We're just going to do the tuna and just kind of a very simple sort of dressing for it. But if you come into our sushi class, we do a much more elaborate version, which is everybody's favorite thing to take pictures of and then post to Instagram because it's real pretty. And classes are available now, so if you're interested in coming in and taking those, definitely hit us up. We've got the event pages up on Facebook. We've got the link in our bio on Instagram, so definitely check that too. Tons of stuff, again.
And it's basically like going out for dinner too. You get very well fed. So it's kind of a really fun alternative to, say, going to see a movie or really good birthday present.
Yeah.
So check them out because we have some tapas classes up too, which are really
$65
awesome.
Gets you a ton of fun. So definitely sign up. We hope to see you. These classes are for October and November. There's still spacings available. We've got sushi, oysters. We've got our date night classes, which have been really popular and really, really fun. And we've also got our tapas class that we'll be doing. So definitely sign up for that stuff ASAP, and we'll get things rolling. But for now, let's take our tuna. What I'm going to do is just add it to a mixing bowl. It's already cut. Now, in terms of cut size, you can kind of do it however you want. If you like big chunks of tuna, you can go ahead and do that. You could do like a 1/2 inch cube, totally fine. I like kind of somewhere in between 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. You want to try to get it as uniformly as possible, but it's not a huge deal. Again, we're not cooking this, so it's not the kind of thing that you need to make sure everything's uniform so that it all cooks evenly. So you could have kind of a hodgepodge of sizes if you wanted. And to this tuna, all I'm going to do is add some sliced green onion. Again, very, very simple. That's really all we're going to do here. If you wanted to, though, you could certainly add all kinds of other things. You could add some chopped avocado. You could actually add some chopped red onion to this too. It'd be kind of nice, or shallot.
If you guys
Jalapenos are great. I love doing that. If you don't like the heat, regular bell peppers would be fine. You could also throw in some different types of fruits. You could throw some mango in here, that'd be pretty nice. So any kind of type citrus, some lime juice would be really, really good. But today what we're gonna do to dress it is I'm gonna use a couple of things. So I'm gonna use this special whiskey barrel aged fish sauce that we carry. This is a really fun stuff. I'm not gonna add a ton, but what this is gonna do is it's gonna add kind of a little bit of a depth of flavor to it and a little bit of saltiness. Because we're not gonna be using salt to season this. We're gonna be using the fish sauce and we're gonna be using soy, which I'm also gonna use this whiskey barrel aged shoyu, which is a soy sauce. This is really fun. It goes really cool with poke. Gives it a little bit of a different flavor profile. It's a little bit sweeter than your normal soy sauce, but not in a sugary kind of way.
And it's really fun too, because that's another thing that you can go off on is the shoyu. There are so many different kind of options and flavors that you can use to accentuate or kind of change the profile of any fish you're making poke with.
For sure. And this, I'm just gonna add probably like a tablespoon or so here. You know, I've got just over, this is about half a pound worth of tuna here that I cut up. So again, very, very simple. Little soy, little fish sauce, and I'm gonna hit it with a little chili oil to give it heat. This is just a neat little bottle. It's sesame oil that's got some chili that's been soaked into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this, I think. Let's see here. Oh, it's still got the plug in. So go ahead and just hit it with a little bit of that, just for some heat. And because it's, you know, the sesame oil too, it also gives that kind of nice lush texture, which is also really great.
Like a velvety kind of mouthfeel to it.
And you don't want to overdress the tuna. Again, you want it just kind of enough to coat. Again, this is more of a dressing.
Just a light coating, basically, is what you want to do if you're ever doing poke. Anything else can kind of be a little too overpowering, I would say, with the fish as well.
So you just want to toss it all together, and really there is your basic poke. Very, very simple. So what I'm going to do is just kind of plate it up here. I've got one of these lovely little fish plates. And this is a really nice, I mean, it's a perfect little appetizer, but you could serve this over rice and it would be a really nice kind of light dinner, light lunch, very quick and easy. Obviously this took all of a couple of minutes to throw together. The only thing you didn't see me do was slice the tuna or the onions, which, again, that takes
a few seconds.
All of a couple seconds to do. It's very not hard. What I got here is I've got some sesame seeds. I've got some white sesame seeds. And I'll just hit it with a little bit on top. And then I'll also hit it with a few black sesame seeds, just to give it a little bit more contrast. Now, one of my favorite things to do, which I didn't have any on hand today, we do this a lot in our sushi class, is spicy sesame seeds. You can get like a sriracha sesame seed, which is really, really fun.
We have like spicy roasted ones.
Yeah,
they have them at
really,
United,
really nice.
which is close and they're amazing.
So this is what we wind up with. This really nice, kind of beautiful tuna. Let's walk it up to the camera here so you can see it a little bit better. We got Mr. Tingy watching us. Thanks for joining, Ryan. So again, it's beautiful, beautiful poke. You can see, oops, I'm spilling. You can see the tuna. It's just that gorgeous, gorgeous color. Super easy to make. Takes all of a minute or two. And again, you could go to a restaurant, spend $10 to $20 for a portion like this.
I would say probably $25 for a portion like that.
And this would easily feed, I mean, if you're talking portions like that, if you serve it with rice and some sliced vegetables, like some sliced avocados, things like that.
This could feed 2 extremely, extremely hungry people or 3 just hungry people, I would say.
Absolutely. So this is a great thing to do, really easy dish to make. Highly suggest you check it out. Again, if you want to come in, take our sushi class, we'll show you how to make a slightly more elaborate version of it.
Yep, and do some rolls too, have dinner essentially, which is always fun.
No, super fun. So we've got a lot of fun stuff going on. We've got our features for next week, just to give you fair warning. We are in, I should mention, Happy National Seafood Month. It is National Seafood Month, October, or National Sustainable Seafood Month, however you want to do it. We like celebrating the sustainability, obviously, especially with stuff like this poke. So next week's feature is going to be a very special salmon. So definitely mark your calendars now. You'll get your reminder updates and stuff over the weekend and next week. But we're going to have a salmon. It's called Superior Fresh Salmon. and that's a company that operates out of Hickson, Wisconsin. And this is a farm-raised salmon from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really cool. They do it in inland tanks, which is a really, really sustainable way of raising salmon. This salmon is actually a green-listed Monterey Bay Seafood Watch program certified, listed. So again, really good, clean, sustainable fish. And we will have that in our cases. We'll definitely let you know a little bit more about that coming up in terms of just price points and things like that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Wisconsin too, so it's pretty local, which is always nice, supporting the local economy.
Local salmon.
Yep.
Can't go wrong there. That we'll actually have that on feature for the duration of the month. We're going to give you guys the opportunity to come in, try it, see what you think. I think you'll like it. It'll be fun. But next week that'll hit and go on feature. So definitely pay attention to that. Next week we'll show you some fun things to kind of do with it. I think it'll be a good time. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to have all kinds of new stuff coming up. We are not today announcing our Facebook Live winner. We'll do that in a post tomorrow, where that'll still run through Friday. We've got an incredible number of people again who are responding to that. I think last time I checked it was something like 160 comments and like 300 different reactions, and it's crazy. We love it. So definitely keep involved there. You still have time to enter that giveaway. You wouldn't want to miss out on getting yourself some of this. Again, a whole pound is going to make you a lot of poke. So
or a lot of sushi too.
Or a lot of sushi. So yeah, definitely stay tuned, and we will come at you more next week with all kinds of fun new stuff and probably some more announcements. So
yeah, and keep sending us your questions, things you want to learn, things we can teach you or help you with.
Absolutely. Otherwise, we will talk to you all next week.
Yep.
See you later.
See ya. Bye, guys.